Nope. Another day, another dollar. It's actually bright as shit in here. I look mad light skinned in the light. This parking lot crazy. I feel like I might get robbed out here. The fact that it's bright as hell over here, and then this over here is crazy work. Crazy work. But anyway, we're gonna walk into the darkness. We're gonna walk into the darkness. Actually, no, not too much, because this is actually dark as hell. Might not even see me. Do-rag black, I'm black. Might not even see me. Uh, this this video ain't planned. Nothing. I came into work and I met a person and I guess, and they kind of gave me this video idea, honestly. And I probably spoke about it like in like short terms, but like not too crazy. But really, like, life is really about your perspective on things. Even certain situations, like how you feel about marriage, how you feel about life, how you feel about moms, dads, etc., family, whatever, shit, buying a car, whatever. It's just your perspective. And your perspective changes depending on the things that you actually did, your outcomes, and all that other shit. And I just think it's interesting that people can have a similar perspective and kind of take it a completely different way, or their outcome would be a different response, that we wouldn't even have the same conversation, but really they having the same exact conversation. They don't realize it. And even the person that's on the other end that's having a conversation with them don't realize that they having the exact same conversation. So the guy I checked in, he told me about his ex-wife, and he has twin kids, and he does a lot of traveling to see his kids, and the effort that he puts in and all that good stuff. And he puts in a lot of effort to be a good dad after the divorce and all that other stuff. And he's like, yeah. And they asked me about dating and help and all that, and I don't know what to tell them because I don't want to scare them or make them like jaded or anything, but like he don't know what to tell them because he's been through a divorce and all that other stuff. So that's one perspective, right? That's like, which is like, it's already shot because it's like, well, you probably had other relationships other than that, and even if you didn't, love is still out here. So you ain't gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't gotta just, oh, it's over. Like, love sucks and it's all over. And like, bro, people get divorced. Like, shit happens. Like, we kind of say it like it's a small thing afterwards, like when people like recover and we just chilling. But like, you can't have something bad to like happen to you that's bad and you just like shut down. Like, life still goes on. We move on. We do things, like we adapt, etc. Like, you gotta move on. So that was one John. And then he was like, yeah, I don't know what to tell him about dating. And he kind of made a joke, because I don't think he actually said this to them, but he made a joke. He was like, man, I don't know. All I can say is just don't marry a Latina. And I was like, that's interesting. That out of a divorce and all the hoops that she's putting him through and all the difficulties in communication and co-parenting and all that other thing, the only thing he took was not to date or marry a Latina. And I just think it's interesting. It made me start thinking about like how men, we really don't look at red flags. We really don't look at red flags, green flags, Once she listen, the hierarchy goes like this, and this is most men, not every guy, but it's just most men. Once she look good, a lot of other things on the list don't matter. But number one, if she look good, the face, the cheeks, and she racked up. Listen, it don't matter. It don't matter. She got a face of the body. It don't matter. And then once we get down under that, she kind of can be smart. It's about this much smartness. Like, if she's smart enough to be a fifth grader, bro, like it really, you know what I'm saying? We don't have a list. Like, women have a list. Like, damn, this is a whole different topic too. Women have a list that be like, yo, he has to be 6'2", he has to do this, he has to make this amount of money, and most of those things, because I'm not even mad at that list no more. I used to be mad at the list even if I qualified, because I felt like, why are you making a list? Like, what do you? But I'm not even mad at the list because, well, one, they feel as though height equals to protection, so he has to be over 6 foot because most people he will be able to knock down unless it's a bigger person. So if he's 6 foot and got a couple muscles, the nigga has to be Jason Momoa that he fights, that he loses to. Or just bigger than that. He has to be Rampage Jackson or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So her thought is like, yo, if he's 6 foot, like he'll be able to protect me. He'll be able to do this, right? Or he'll get a fucking gun. You know? So that's her thought process on that. And then it goes into like, oh, he has to look this way or look that way or be this way or be that way. Like, now I'm slowly, which probably sounds crazy, I'm slowly starting to get why women get with dudes that clearly ain't the best pick for you. Like, I get it. I'm starting to get it. Because the soft dude that really ain't fight, that really is not about that, like, I kind of start to understand that, like, she needs to feel protected. And also, if the nigga can't fight, she can't really complain and say that he's a terrible person and all that other shit, because, you know, at the end they gotta be a victim too. So, yo, when things go sour and he don't want to be with her no more, she can't claim victim. So it's like, I get it. This is the double-edged. This is what you need. And men don't have that. We don't have that. I've never once, I mean, of course, I think at a different level. So I don't want to just be dipping into, I call it muddy waters, but I don't want to be dipping into certain women and things that don't help. Like, my first girl, I made sure she had a job and a car, because I also had a job, a car, and a crib. Like, we should be somewhere close to equal. Like, it's just not, like, it's not going to make any sense if I'm doing everything and you just do nothing. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. So that's how I dated. But I'm starting to understand men don't really have that. Like, and then at the end of it all, when you get to the divorce or you break up with the girl, it's like she's crazy, which for the most part, but like, yo, she's crazy, or don't marry a Latino, or don't marry a black girl, or don't marry a white girl, or, you know what I'm saying, or, yo, she had a tragic past. And it's like, yo, if you did a little bit more talking and you understood who she was and you cared that she was smarter than the fifth grader, you would have realized this red flag. Like, I'm starting to realize, like, yo, we don't really, I don't think if we did have, you know, fathers, because some people don't have their father. If we do have fathers, I don't think our fathers, I don't think our uncles, I don't think our moms and aunts, I don't think these people really taught us how to vet a girl. Like, yeah, we know how to court her. We know how to make a certain amount of money to do this and do that. We know how to take her out. Everybody want to tell us to treat her right, blah, blah, blah. But nobody ever tell us to really, like, other than courting, like, how do you really bring in this person that really, like, connects with you? Like, how do you find those red flags? How do you then go about solving that? How do you talk about that? If you don't talk about it, how do you get out of the situation? Like, I'm realizing more and more, like, yo, if maybe she didn't have a dad. So, and wait, there's a point, because that sounded great. Maybe she didn't have a dad. That sounds crazy. No, but like, sometimes you get into arguments because she don't want to listen to authority, or you just not authoritative. I've been there in both situations. I think maybe, just maybe, if the girl had a dad, or if the girl had this or that, maybe these conversations go very different. Very different. Like, some of these things can just be a red flag that you ain't peep. Because we not focused on that. When we see something that look nice, and then she going to talk a certain way, because if she like you back, she going to talk a certain way. So not only do she look nice, but she sound nice. Then maybe, just maybe, you say you will look at her and be like, I gotta get that. So now you already pursue it and you about to get that. Cool. And she is gonna do whatever she can to allow you to do that. Boom. So now everything happens, and then like 10 years later, after a divorce and all this extra shit, now it's like, yo, don't marry a Latina. And it's like, or don't marry a black woman or a white woman. And it's like, I don't think their race was the problem. I just think you didn't peep the red flags. I just think you didn't peep the red flags, and you don't know you can't speak to the problems or help the problems that she does have. Because if a girl has no idea how to handle certain confrontations, and she grew up in a certain way, you might have to box this bitch every day. And I'll be honest, I don't think that person is a good person to pick. And if you do pick her, then you're gonna have to do some talking. You're gonna have to de-escalation training. Hey, I don't think we're arming ourselves the best way when we're hopping in these relationships. I don't think we're arming ourselves the best way to really, I guess, understand our person. So now you're looking around and you're like, at the end of it is like, don't marry this type of woman, but maybe you just didn't realize that she didn't have something, and now you have to replace that, and now have to, however old y'all are, have to figure out how to basically train her. Not train her like she's a dog, but like just train her. Like, if she didn't have a father or a mother, or she might not be as nurturing if she don't have a mother. If she might not be as easy to speak to and lead in certain situations if she didn't have a father. Like, if you didn't see these things, if her last relationship went a certain way, you should probably hear how it went, so you already know, I can't go this way, I can't do this thing, I can't. Because you can hear it in how they tell the stories. And as a man, you would hear how another man probably handled it, most likely handled this. And you'd be like, okay, so you ran because he did this, this, and this. And I don't really have a problem with him doing this, this, and this. Shit, I might even do that. I see the writing on the wall. I don't think we really know the red flags. We don't get it. It's not advertised to us. It's not taught to us. I was never taught how to figure out red flags, or even if there was fucking red flags for a woman. Now I know that there's plenty red flags for a woman. But even after, like, all right, cool, you found out that she don't really take authority well, how do you navigate that? Because then once you, let's say you boss up, So now you boss up and you're going to talk to her a certain way. Well, this relationship not only is going to sound fucked up, it's probably going to look fucked up. And then y'all both going to have issues with it. And it's going to just be nasty. So maybe that might not be the right way to do it. Maybe you try to talk to her. But of course, she don't really take authority too well, and she ain't trying to hear all that. You trying to talk to her all soft, and man, she ain't trying to hear all that shit. So now you got that too. It is like, that's crazy. That's really crazy. Like, if you peeped the red flag from the beginning, you would have known this wasn't going to work. Instead of coming into this establishment, speaking to the employee and saying, yeah, man, don't marry Latina. Like, I don't think the Latina part of it was the part that was important. Cause right after he did that, right, I probably like 30 minutes later, I watched a video, Anton Daniels video. It was a reaction to Myron Gaines was doing like a street interview type thing, you know, and the people shout at him and they just get into arguments on the corner. I don't know why. And then, which that shit blew up, by the way, and I don't understand why. It's not like, I guess because people would just be arguing and people like negativity, so cool. But it's such a weird format. The cameras, why you setting up on a corner? Why are they letting you set up on a corner? I don't know. But like, of all the things that take off, so they having a situation, a conversation on the corner, and there's Myron's black, so the black guy comes up to the other mic, and he's basically telling him, at the end he wound up telling him, you're not going to bully me like you bully black women on your platform. So obviously he was up there for a reason, to just talk about how he feels about him treating black women, which sometimes, yes, it's fucked up. Myron and Fresh and Fit is interesting, but at other times you can't always fault they are right about some things. Some of these stereotypes is not given to you. That shit is earned. Like, but the guy also has a point, and Myron definitely has a point. But his main thing was, he kind of made it about race. Instead of talking about relationships, instead of talking about how people treat you, instead of talking about how everything goes left, the guy came in and instantly started talking about, have you dealt with black women? Can you name one black woman? And Myron's telling him, like, yo, I had multiple black women before. This is not just a one-time thing. It didn't work for me. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work for me, and that has been my experience. And he's like, no, not an experience that somebody read or somebody wrote and you read or whatever. And it's like, I don't think he's peeping that. It's I get it that Myron's black. Just like, if I talk about a relationship, they're gonna assume that it's about a black woman, and not only that it's about a black woman, but that's the woman that you had. So usually when a black guy comes on here and he talks the way he talks, he's talking about black women, because we are usually with black women. So I think people automatically start taking it wrong when you are speaking in a certain way about the relationships and about this and that, because of race. And I don't think race is the problem in there. Just like the man saying, oh, don't marry a Latina, I don't think marrying a Latina was the problem. I think there was red flags there that nobody peeped. Like, these black women that Myron and Fresh and Fit, everybody, that the black women that they talk about are low vibrational. You know what I'm saying? Remember when they was talking about cookouts and low vibrational plates and all that shit? Some of these black women are very, very low vibration. They're not that great. And that's not to say black women in general aren't great, because they're amazing. But if you got If there's 10 black women right here and 3 of them is doing some sexy red shit, I don't think everybody's going to be down with these sexy red girls. And not only that, but they going to be the loudest. They going to get in front of her. So we not even going to notice the other girl. The other girls are going to become chocolate chips. They're going to become a background that you ain't even going to notice. There's 7 other girls here that's of quality. You're not going to notice these 7 other girls because these girls with red flags be right in front of you. And it's worse because sometimes they be looking alright. Like, I mean, now they multicolored wigs and all that other shit. It's kind of don't be hitting. But, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. I think we emphasize race a lot. And instead of emphasizing race, he's flying. Jesus Christ. That's a big ass truck to just be flying like that. I think we emphasizing race and emphasizing the wrong parts. It's not the race that you marry or the culture you marry in. That's a outside part. Do they come from a good family? Do they have family values? Do they have a certain type of money? Do they work a certain way? Do they you gotta look at all of that. Because sometimes we pass over all of that just because they check the box. He's 6'2", he's dark, he has the hair that I like, he don't got glasses, he low-key look like a gang member, even if he's not a gang member. Oh my God. And it's like, I don't think it's men that's the problem. I don't think it's black men that's the problem. I think, to K. Michelle's point and all that, well, not her point, but K. Michelle, I don't think it's black men that's the issue. I think sometimes it's who you choosing and also the red flags you choosing. We skipping over a lot of red flags. Some of these women talk shit about all black men like it's all black men. It's not. It's not. It's not. I did not wake up today to be on bullshit. I don't put my do-rag on to go do some gang shit. I'm not about to pull down the ski mask and do the that's not me, bro. I'm not outside doing that. I just did a podcast this morning. Well, it's not the same day no more, but this morning, and there's literally 5 people in the room. We are all nerdy Philly black men. It don't like that. And it's crazy because in this same example about the 3 sexy reds and 7 other women becoming chocolate chips, you could put us 5 in any club, any room, and 5 other dudes that look like Duke Dennis, and I'm telling you, we are chocolate chips. We don't, you know what I'm saying? And it don't matter if the Duke Dennis guys take care of their kids, have a lot of money. It don't matter. It really don't matter. Because whatever red flags they got, it don't fucking matter. We skipping past it. Whatever red flags that black girl got, we skipping past it. And then we want to come back and tell people that not to marry black women. It's not the race. It's not the race. A lot of the red pill shit, it had nothing to do with race. We made it about race because we always seen, Kevin Samuels told this black woman she looked like a linebacker. Well, I mean, she was 220. She was 220. She was 5'8". She was like the same size as Lawrence Taylor. She was. She was you say he's not saying nothing crazy. It's facts. It's facts, bro. Oh yeah, it's just, I don't know. But yeah, that was like 3 conversations in one. I hope it makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense. I hope it makes sense. But yeah, man, pay attention to these damn red flags, yo. Cause sometimes it ain't the race. It ain't the race. It ain't the race. It ain't the race, bro. My white girlfriend was racist. Like, I mean, did you ask her about her lineage? Did you ask her about how her parents feel about this relationship? Like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm saying when Virgil came over to his white friend house and he was mad, his dad was mad. Like, yo, I don't want that N word in my house. I remember that episode of Static Shock. The white kid, he not racist. He ain't got no problem. Virgil's his best friend, man. That's his dude. He'll do anything for him. That ain't the issue. The issue is the upbringing. The upbringing's a red flag. Now, if he becomes what his dad is, then it's, like I said, the upbringing. But if he, retaliates or whatever, he's going to have issues with this for the rest of his life. But that's why he has the issues that he has. So when he goes to date a black girl or a Latino or anything, he's going to have that issue. And he can't really bring her to his parents. Like, she won't want to see his parents, and his parents ain't gonna want to see her. I just think, like, we gotta look at the red flags of everything, man. Like, what that girl family do, what she do, how she work, what she's doing. Like, pay attention to them red flags, man. It's not the race. It's not the race. It's not the race. In some cases, it can be the race. In some shit, you can't help. You can't help. You can't change. You can't do nothing about it. Like I'm saying, like, that authority thing. Listen, dog. If we about to talk about marriage, cause they'll have that authority problem, and then want to talk about marriage and bring the Bible and bring that to you. And if you read most of the things in the Bible, women supposed to listen to men. Like, this is not like that's not a debate. Like, that's not like a optional thing. Like, it's really in there as like a thing. Like, it's not an optional thing. Like, you're not about to just pick and choose when you want to listen to that nigga. You either listen to a man or you gotta kick rocks. Like, we not doing this. Even in marriage, you do get down on one knee and ask her to marry you, but will you marry me means, will you be my helpmate? Will you help me and do the things, the background things I need you to do, and I'll take care of you for the rest of our life. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? So when, in the beginning, when she has that red flag, bro, you gotta figure that out before you get married, because then you'll be just like this person I met a couple hours ago. Don't marry the Latina. Don't marry the Latina, man. Like, man. But yeah, it's not race. It's not race. And also, how do men find red flags? I want to talk about that, but either way, I'll say that for another day, though. This video is long as shit, dog. That's the second one I did. Yo, the other day I did a video about people lying. I feel like the people that lie in a court case, and we all know they lying, when we figure out that they lying, we should put them on trial. Dog, that video was like 28 to 30 minutes long, something like that. And now this video about 28 minutes long. Bro. These be some good conversations, though. But either way, like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? My city needs me. Look at the city. It's dark as shit out here. God damn. About to get robbed. Anyway, let me go inside before I get robbed. My city needs me.